Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap, we'll do a little bit more on the wagon oil boxes. I finished the little needle valves off. I do an aluminium repair on some motorcycle foot pegs, and I do a thread repair on a steering rod of a tractor. So quite a mixed bag. There's a little bit of machining, a little bit of welding, a little bit of everything really. Anyway, that's enough talk. I hope you enjoy the videos. I need to make two of these little needle valves. This is one of the ones off my steam engine. It's actually a cylinder drain valve, and I've just made these basically the same sizes. That simply screws into there, then seals on the tape. I see it in the bottom of there. So I've got something to go from. The thread on there is 1/4 BSF, and they're made out of 1/4 inch silver steel. I use the collar chuck for this sort of work normally. What we'll do is put the taper on in the parallel bit first, and then do the little bit of thread. So we've got enough out of there to machine that part. Taper I'm putting on here is 10 degrees. I think that works quite well. Right, that's that part of the valve done. Now we need to put some 1/4 BSF threads on there. It's actually a die nut that I'm going to be using. The only die I've got is not very good, a 1/4 BSF one. Make sure we get plenty of threads on it. The die nut only goes on one way, it's got a taper on it, and the taper is normally where the writing is. That's where it starts from. It needs to be held nice and square to the job. And I've got an old most taper adapter here that does the job quite well. I'm not sure what it was for originally, but it does this job very nicely indeed. Started by hand. This die's nice and sharp, so it will work with power feed. I must have been really impressed with this anchor loop stuff. I think that's enough. Nice, clean, sharp thread. One of the advantages of using a collar chuck is you can grip on the thread and it won't damage the thread as long as you're sensible about it. Just took the tip straight off that tool there because the bastard thing's below centre height. It's a little bit annoying. I'm just going to leave the AR40 collar chuck on and use a nice big collet. A piece of brass bar to get the little hand wheels. Tool needs setting up because I haven't used it for a while. I've had it in a different holder. It needs to be on centre height. Looks pretty good. I'm just going to leave the end of that bar in there. I don't want to waste any more brass than I need to. What we'll do is we'll do the knurling on the outside first. Knurling puts quite a strain on a lathe, especially with a single roller knurl. This one's a double roll knurl, so it's not quite as bad. That's a decent coarse finish. It could be coarser, but that's certainly going to do what it's supposed to do. Tap and drill for quarter BSF. Make sure you keep removing the chips. It goes in. You can cut brass dry, but I find this stuff does help. It's strange, tricky stuff. And the back that's squeaking now. We'll reverse it out. certainly enough there to get the first one. Just going to put a little chamfer on this edge before I part it off. Idiot. It's important that the parting tool is at 90 degrees to the job in dead on centre height. I'm just going to measure the hand wheels on my valves and see how thick they are, because they look really nice, I think, anyway. 7mm. Put it at 8 and then there's a little bit of machine off just to finish it. By using the collet, it hasn't damaged the knurled finish. A little bit of thread lock on the end of here. I'm sure that the Victorians had it, they already used it. Going anywhere but where I want it. You messy bastard, John. Right. I might put a check nut on the back of this, I'm not quite sure yet. I don't think it'll need a one. I'm just going to peen the end over very slightly. Just to make sure it can't come loose. That's got it. Right by the knackers, so to speak. Quite right, that. It just goes in there quite merrily. As a spring goes on there to put a little resistance on it. I think I will put a check nut on there, and there's also a little piece of chain goes on to stop it from being lost. That's alright, that. Right, I found some quarter BSF nuts in me little Imperial nut and bolt box. I put them on as well just to make sure. nice box of assorted stainless steel springs here. That looks good. Right, so that'll screw into there now, and that's going to put a little bit of weight on it to stop it from vibrating loose. There's no seal in there because it's really thick oil. Once that's open, the oil's just going to run down through that pipe. Works perfectly. Looks nice. Really happy. We'll spend a little bit of extra time on just to finish things off nicely.